and welcome to Who's in the AMI, the show where we drive around town, meet some interesting people, and we have a chat. Today, joining me in the passenger seat is none other than property expert, entrepreneur, TV presenter. She's a mum, she hosts her own podcast, and she's a qualified postmistress. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know property, she needs no introduction. It's Laura Hamilton.
Right, you missed off one crucial thing.
What?
Your friend.
My friend. How are you?
I'm good. Although, what is that?
It's a Citroen AMI. I don't know if it's a car, a quadricycle, a golf buggy.
It looks like it's made of plastic.
It is, isn't it?
Okay, is it safe?
You're going to find out.
Oh, good. I love the colour, it matches my shirt.
What do you think?
I feel like it's way more spacious inside. I feel like so far away. When I'm driving my car, I literally have to sit on top of the steering wheel.
It's first class. Let's go.
I love it. Oh my God! Yeah.
So Laura, this is normally a quick lap round town, but I feel there's a lot to know about the real Laura Hamilton.
I'm taking it all in. I'm looking around going, oh, I like that house. Oh, that's an interesting build. Yeah.
We've known each other for a few years.
We have.
And whenever I speak to you, I'm amazed how busy you are, how much you juggle, how much you've done, how much you continue to do. But for those who don't know you, tell us who Laura Hamilton is.
Well, first and foremost, I am a mum to Rocco and Talia. I'm a TV presenter. I'm quite entrepreneurial. I'm a podcaster. I'm a property developer. I'm a hustler. That's what I am, a hustler. No, I like to juggle. I like to juggle stuff. I like to keep busy. I'm always on the go. I love an adventure. I'm loving being in the AMI on a little adventure around Cheltenham.
When I asked if you would come and be a guest in here, did you have any idea what it was like?
I didn't even know what an AMI.
I don't think I did.
Mon
actually.
ami. My little friend.
Very good.
When you asked me if I come and be a guest, I was like, hell yeah, of course I'll be a guest, Nick. I love it when we meet up and we, film stuff and we talk cars and we talk property. So now I was like, well, if it's Nick, it's going to be fun.
So,
where's your dice? I feel like you need some fluffy dice.
do you know what? It's very limited in here. It's got no dice, it's got no music.
Oh, we could have had a little sing-song.
We could have had a sing. Well, you're very welcome.
What shall we sing? You do know that's where my career began.
Okay.
Kids TV presenter on Fun Song Factory. I used to sing nursery rhymes. There were 5 of us in the Fun Song Factory. So I was Melody, I was the singing one. And oh my God, it was brilliant. It was kids TV, it's where I started. Well, actually I started behind the scenes in TV and then I had this break as a kids TV presenter. We all had to be able to sing, we had to be able to dance a bit, we had to be able to present a bit. And of course, I'd never had any formal training of doing any of those things.
And you just went in there and killed it from day one.
I could do it. Well, I did always love to sing as a kid. I did panto as a kid. I played Cinderella for 10 years. And then I used to just love to dance. My dad was a drummer, so I used to go along to his gigs when he was gigging. And I'd often get up and sing actually with his band, and yeah, I just loved to dance. And I just blagged it, I guess. And I got this part as Melody in the Fun Song Factory, and I did that for 2 years. And then I moved from there to Nickelodeon. And so yeah, I was in kids telly for a number of years on Nickelodeon. I used to go to LA, and I used to collect celebrities' burps in jars on the orange carpet.
What?
Yeah. I had to ask Ice Cube, can you burp in this jar? Because we're going to give it away as a gift on Nickelodeon to a competition winner.
You've got to do what you've got to do, haven't you?
That's what we did. And then I got into Dancing on Ice. And then,
of course. What year was that?
Oh my word, 2011 I was in Dancing on Ice, and that just feels like an age ago. I've been around the block. Well, I've been around the block now, clearly in the AMI.
I'm taking you around the block. So fast forward now, how many years on Place in the Sun?
I have been on A Place in the Sun for, I think, 13, 14 years.
Wow, some stint.
And I love it. I absolutely love it. For me, it encompasses everything that I am. I love people, I love property, I love travel. I got into property at 19, like been buying, renovating and selling all those years. And then, yeah, to get A Place in the Sun as a gig was just like...
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You've travelled the world. You've done tens of thousands of air miles, I guess, haven't you, over your time?
Oh,
hundreds of thousands of miles.
Yeah, and that is something that... This is why it's kind of good being in this little electric car, because it is hard. Like, people do say to me sometimes, oh, do you ever care about your carbon footprint? And it's like, well, what am I supposed to do when I travel for my job? So I do try to be a bit mindful in other aspects of my life. So like my home, I'm sort of thinking, like solar panels or air source heat pump, and being a bit more eco-conscious there. to try and reduce my carbon footprint.
We'll come back to your home renovations in a minute, but where's your go-to place abroad? You've been to so many countries. Where do you love?
I love skiing, so I love to hit the slopes. And then long haul destinations, Maldives. Oh, I love the Maldives. I don't switch off very easily, so I'd say it's the one place that I would go to and I'd be like, okay, stop, can't do anything now. You look out and you're like, oh my god, the water is so clear, the sand is so pure, and yeah, it just feels like, okay, switch off, relax.
Coming back to your property renovations and your journey, you've bought how many houses now? And sold how many?
A lot. I think, around probably 20.
Wow.
But obviously I've helped people on a place in the sun buy houses. But even friends personally will say to me, oh, I'm styling a room, can you advise on this? So that's really nice when you can help your friends. And I've just brought out a wallpaper range as well.
Tell us about that.
So that's good. That's been inspired from my travels. I love wallpapering. I learned to wallpaper when I presented a show called Cowboy Builders and Bodge Jobs on Channel 5. Always wallpaper a feature wall or a whole room in a house when I'm making it over and renovating. And I've always just I love wallpaper as a brand, and it just felt like a real natural fit, and they gave me the opportunity to design my own range, and so I've collaborated with them. Again, I suppose a bit like A Place in the Sun, my passions of travel and property, and now like with the wallpaper, it's just bringing it all together. I'm trying to do that, I guess, as I get older as well. It's like following my passions, and when you do that, you don't really feel like you work, and that's what I try and also tell Rocco and Talia. Follow your dreams, follow your passions, and then you'll never work a day of your life because you're doing what you love.
I totally agree. And you've done it, you've been so successful, and so many people will look up to you and think, how can I get there? What advice would you give to someone who's thinking, I want a career in telly or in the media? What would you give them?
Do you know, I find that really kind of, like when you say that, I'm quite flattered by that because, yeah, I have done a lot, but I always think, oh, I could achieve more and I could do this and I could do that. So, when people from the outside go, but you've done so much, and I'm like, I have, but I never take it for granted. Never ever do I think tomorrow's given or I'm going to get booked on a job for this or that because I've done stuff in the past. I'm always grateful, and I would say actually there is no wrong or right way of getting into it. There was an element of luck for me, but also putting myself in the right place at the right time. I did a lot of stuff for free. I remember I used to work on events and TV gigs, and my mum would say to me and my dad would say to me, are you getting paid for that? And I'd be like, no, I'm just getting the experience. So I would just say get as much experience as you can, build up your CV. I've been a runner in TV, getting teas, coffees. I then, work my way up behind the scenes. And, when I started, podcasts weren't a thing. And I'm like, right, okay, I've got to do a podcast now.
The Mile Fly Club,
yes,
as it's known. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, the Mile Fly Club. Well, that was a bit of fun that was created with myself and my friend Harry, and just born again out of a passion of travel, but not only travel overseas, travel through life.
Yeah.
A bit like our conversation, we're all on a journey, and sometimes we reach our destination that we want to be at, and sometimes we have to take, different routes, and we've had some great guests on the show, and so that's what it was all about. It was we're talking about our love of travel, but also travel through life and people's careers.
So wherever you've been, whether it's filming or, I don't know, just day-to-day life, most embarrassing moment?
Well, I tend to... I don't think I get embarrassed very easily because I quite like the fact that, I think you've got to be able to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
However, I think probably one of the most embarrassing things that happened to me, I think it was earlier this year. I was going through airport security and I had a shirt on. And you know how I'm looking down now because I'm paranoid. Yeah, don't worry. This is not.
We've got people looking.
When you're wearing a shirt and the buttonholes end up becoming a bit bigger than the buttons themselves, and the buttons sort of pop undone.
Yeah.
And so I'd gone through security, and actually I was putting my bag on, and I looked down, and all of the buttons of my cardigan, my top, were undone.
You're joking.
The whole lot had popped out, and I was like, oh my god, I've got my out in Gatwick Airport. And I'm not being funny, I go through Gatwick Airport so much, the security guys know me.
They will know you.
Laura! Now. Nobody told me! So I must have gone through the scanner where you have to stand there, with your arms. stand like this, and I'm like, oh no. I mean, you know,
That's funny.
it's not nice, is it? But anyway,
It's
that
funny and
was
embarrassing, I
pretty
guess.
embarrassing. It is really, really impressive, this car. I mean, I don't know, would you allow your children to have it as like their first car?
I mean, I don't know
Especially
whether or
only goes
not.
28 miles an
I'd
hour.
worry for his friends absolutely ripping the mick out of him if he turned up and said, look at my dad's bought me his first car.
Oh.
That's right, so talking about cars.
Yeah.
So you do like your cars, I know
I
that.
do.
What are you driving around in now?
I am driving a Defender.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Good.
which I've had a little while.
Yeah.
But I've had all sorts of cars. So my very first car was not too dissimilar to this. It was a mint green Cinquecento.
Oh, very good. Is
Cinquecento.
that in between this? Is that the car on in between
Oh,
this?
is it?
I think it is. But not in green. But
Well,
yeah.
it's mint green, and I loved it. Do you know what I used to listen to? Kiss FM in the mornings on the way to school. Rewind. When it rounds say bolt, select up. There you go, there's your tunes, there's your sing song.
And that is it.
So I used to love it. I used to have my little green shoebox on wheels. But my cars were never just like normal, they had to have like a body kit on them.
Okay.
So I had a Ford KA that was burnt orange colour with the kit, and then things got pretty serious. Upgraded to a Lotus Elise.
What? You did not?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I was 21.
I didn't know
driving
that.
around
I did not know that.
in a beautiful electric. I could hardly reach the pedals. I was
That
like
is
this.
cool.
Low
That is
down.
cool.
And a Clio Sport 172.
Very cool.
Then I had like an Audi A4 Cabriolet that was a bit more grown up. I've had a Mini Cooper, John Cooper Works. I had a bit of a bad run with Minis. I always used to end up having accidents in Minis. Somebody actually jumped a red light and crashed into the side of me when I was pregnant with Talia.
Wow.
In a Mini, and a Span 360. That wasn't fun. I've driven all sorts of different vehicles.
I mean, I love my cars, as you know. You
Yeah.
love your property. Well, I think we both do. We share a mutual interest in
Yeah.
cars and property. So, getting onto property, what would you say is your big advice for anyone? I say, like first-time buyers getting on the property market now. It's difficult, I think, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
safe to say it's hard. What would you advise them to do?
First time buyers get on the property market. Well, don't be afraid to stay with parents and
Yeah.
try and save that deposit. It's all about getting your finances in order first of all, because you want to know what your budget is. So stay with parents, save as much money as you can, save. I would say you do need a good conveyancing firm. I'm not just saying it because you're driving me around town in this little AMI. You know, having bought and sold as many houses as I have and worked with conveyancing firms in the past, I never came across anybody like Montpellier Legal.
We paid her to say that. No, we didn't. We
No,
didn't. We didn't really.
No, you didn't. You genuinely didn't. And try and get a good relationship with agents, because often houses don't even make it to the market. They get sold before they're even online.
You're right,
So
yeah.
if you can get in with an estate agent, and you want to make those your friends.
Yeah.
And then it's like, right, when you do find the property, having the right team around you to get that purchase over the line as quickly as possible.
No doubt, if the process was better, the market would actually hot up. Because I think people are afraid, aren't they? People are scared of it.
It can be stressful, but I mean, we've had this conversation as well about a cash buyer or a buyer that's in a chain. They both come with their benefits, because sometimes, like as a cash buyer, cash is king, and so you're in a really powerful position to be able to negotiate and be like, well, I haven't got anything to sell, so actually, I'm a preferred buyer. However, when you're a cash buyer, the way the system works in the UK is you're not actually committed until you've exchanged. So if you sell to a cash buyer, you run a real risk that they could pull out at exchange, and there's no chain to fall apart behind, so they're not really bothered about anybody else. It's just themselves, and they can pull out, which is why I think the system abroad is actually much better, because as soon as you've offered,
You're
you
locked
are
in.
financially committed.
Yeah.
And it stops people mucking around. It swings and roundabouts in that respect, I suppose.
Property chat out the way, car chat out the way. Who's the most famous person in your phone?
Whoa, good question. So obviously I've got everyone on my blinking podcast on my phone. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Kimberly Wyatt, Aston Marigold. I used to have Shaggy.
Did you?
Yeah. People like Michelle Heaton from Liberty X, Dame Kelly Holmes, that's pretty,
It's an interesting phone book.
good name. It is a very interesting phone book. Lee Ryan from Blue, Anthony Costa from Blue, all the boys from Blue.
I think that's a full
Nick
phone book.
Ponting's in my
There
phone!
you go.
There you go! How did I miss him off?
There you go. Right, and then finally, let's have a little game of this and that.
If it's a quiz, then I'm not good at quizzes, because
No,
if
I'm
you
gonna
saw
ask-
me on The Chase, Bradley Walsh
The
ripped
Chase.
me to pieces.
The chase, was that fun?
It was fun. because I know Bradley and I did panto with Bradley, but honestly, I misheard what he said in one of the questions.
Really?
I did. I swear I misheard what he said. And then I looked like a wally. I think it must rate so well. They've repeated it about 6 times. And then every time it gets repeated, it comes up in the Daily Mail comments online. Have you seen Nora Hamilton? She's such an airhead. She's so dumb. And I'm like, oh God.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions, just quickly, this or that. So,
you know, you do
is
realise
random.
nothing about the way I chat is quick.
we're running out of charge. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Beach, holiday or city break?
City break.
Morning or evening?
Morning.
Car or bike?
Car.
Hotel or Airbnb?
That's hard to answer, but I'd probably say hotel.
What's the first app you check in the morning?
Instagram!
Is it?
Yeah, I love a bit of Insta.
And what would you be doing if you weren't a TV presenter?
I wanted to be a dentist. I also wanted to work in forensic science, and then I realised that I was squeamish and I couldn't handle any of that.
That'll do it.
And then I wanted to be a TV presenter when I was 15.
You've not looked back.
I've not looked back. Did I get any wrong? Do I win the £100,000? Do I win the car?
Yeah, what a prize! Yeah, you failed on the chase, but you won in the Montpellier Legal Army.
Yay!
Hold on! I mean, we've been
She's
stuck
got the
for the
wind
last...
blowing in her hair.
You couldn't ask for more, could you?